Do you like Transformers? Do you like toys? Do you like reviews? Then you will like HNE Toys. Here are some testimonials.
HNE Toys is a channel on YouTube.
I know the guy that runs HNE Toys.
You cannot ignore positive comments like those. Get your noodle over to HNE Toys on YouTube and subscribe today.
Why the hell would you use a short for a screen cover?
I knew I wasn't going to cover the whole screen. I just thought it would be hilarious.
It is, man.
Well, right as that popped up in the private message, I was just saying, you know what? We should have made a custom intro for these videos, and then that pops up, and I'm like, why a short?
Yeah.
Okay, so hey, Marcus.
Ultra Marcus, what up?
So let's see. We're trying to grab something. All of his stuff is complaining in the chat. But Marcus is here because he wants to learn something about, I guess, Titan's Return. He doesn't know anything about it. So there we go.
Hey, Ultra Marcus, the coolest UK guy ever.
I could teach him all about Titan's Return was a line in Transformers. There you go. Now you know everything.
He's caught up. We're good. Moving on. So welcome to the Transformers.
We're not talking about the show. We're talking about the toy line. Oh, man, I'm out.
Yeah. Welcome to the Transformers Prime Wars Figures Tier List Live. Who would be here for the show? Oh, my. Okay, anyway, like, Machinima, really? This is what you're here for? I am Anthony from HNE Toys, and today we're going to check out the Titans Return figures from the lowest ranking of F to the highest of S to determine which is the worst, which is the best. From Core to Titan, who will win? Before we begin, we would like to thank TF Wiki for the images. If you want to create your own tier list, check out the tier maker URL in this video's description and share your tier list with us in the comments. And now let us introduce the panelists, starting with Ninja Bill.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ninja Bill, and thank you very much, Anthony and TF Collector and TFA and Raziel for letting me join in on the show. And again, my name is Ninja Bill of Ninja Bill Reviews. You can find me on YouTube as Ninja Bill Reviews and on Facebook as Shinobi Biru, as you see there on screen. Good Lord, no English today. And that's, and you can find me on tformers.com as Shinobi Biru as well.
Alrighty, and to TF Collector.
Hey, I'm Sam, run the channel TF Collector. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff as some variation of TF Collector, TFMR Collector, something like that. You can also find me on the different fan sites as Lore Keeper.
Oh, we stopped? Okay.
That's all I got.
Yeah, that was like a dry cutoff.
It was just dead stopped. I thought maybe he was having a stroke. I don't know what's going on here. So Input said he may not make it. So
I just got a text from him. He's running late. He's on his way.
Okay, so we'll just add him into the group when he gets here. Raz, our native French Canadian, go ahead and introduce yourself in your channel.
Well, in my name it says second violin because I wasn't invited, so I just filled in. I'm just kidding, man. I know I said I couldn't make it today, but the wife's out and the kid's upstairs watching TV. So, but I'm just filling in for Input before he gets here because I didn't collect Titans Return at all. All I know is that they're Titans and there's Headmasters and all that stuff. So I'm gonna do Input Central. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and that's it.
That's all he remembers. There is a link to Raz's channel in the description. TFA, go ahead.
248, maybe 250 by the end of.
Let's see if we can get him to 250 people.
Yeah.
TFA, go ahead.
Bawweep, Grogno Weep, Ninibong, everybody. I'm TFA 1024, the TF Addict. You can follow me here on YouTube, as well as you can find me on Instagram. I post Transformers content at a relatively decent consistency. Right now, I just not enough steam in the engine, if you catch my drift. But please do check me out. Share me with your friends, all that fun stuff. I make cool things whenever I can.
That sounded dirty. Share me with your friends.
Ultra Marcus says, I just need to know, are Overlord and Six Shot still worth getting? Well, we're not going to tell you because then you'll leave. So, no.
I love the logic, and I agree fully.
No,
Okay,
there.
so
Yeah.
yeah, okay. So the rules are simple. We will go around, each panelist will get to rank a figure. To assist the panelists, viewers may state their rankings in the comments. There are over 50 figures in this series, so everyone will have an opportunity to rank quite a few. By no means is this a list of figures complete, and some redundancies have been removed. Looking at the list, it's just a lot of headmasters, really. So in consideration for time, each panelist will have 3 objections. If there is an objection, we will rank the figures in the middle. If any of the panelists have any objections at the end, they will have the opportunity to make one final change to an item's ranking, and that's what we call irony. I don't know if that's prep for use. Okay, I'm making words up. Let's I'm closing things out so you have the resources here. Okay, so I will show you the screen.
This is not going to be good because now I'm first again, which means whatever I veto at the end, somebody will veto right after me, as is tradition.
Okay, so looking at the screen.
Wow, that's a small screen. Hold on, I'm gonna enlarge this.
You can also,
Here, let me do this. For those of you who can't see the screen, I'm going to give you the link in the chat, and you can go ahead and blow it up on your own screen so you can see what we're doing. And also, it is available in the description if you want it. Before I can type it in here. And then go ahead, guys, if you need to go ahead and grab that link so you can load it up on your own computer screens. But it starts with impugnus and ends with, I don't know who this heck is. Well, we'll figure it out when we get there.
Yep.
And now I feel like I need to open up a window so I can name some of these guys. Okay, so Bill, when you're ready.
Okay, where to start out here with? I'm just gonna start out with Power of the Primes, Optimus Prime, or I mean with Titans Return, Optimus Prime up there. He's the 5th one in, I believe, on the top row. 5th
Okay,
one
where do you want him to go?
Top row, 5th one in. Optimus Prime is the Power Master, Optimus Prime.
Great. Where do you want him to go?
Well, I'm thinking on it. I think you know what? I think I'm gonna put him in S because he was actually a really good figure. I was quite happy with the coloration. I was quite happy with the transformation. I'm sure the base mode is less than stellar, but this isn't G1 toys where the base modes were actually well thought out. Yeah.
Okay. Sam, yeah. That's your name. That's it. Yeah.
So just pick any one?
Pick one and we'll rank it.
All right. I'm going to go with the Legends class Bumblebee and put that thing at F tier because I think that was easily the worst Legends class toy that they put out in this line.
Wow. Why does it sound familiar? Who kept rating Bumblebees like super low?
Like honestly, as tired as I am of Bumblebee, like other figures like the new one, the Earthrise based one, like way better. That one I just feel was a huge letdown in every way. Like hollow, janky looking. I didn't like it.
Don't disagree.
Yeah. Gotbot was the answer to that question, by the way. Everything Bumblebee he rates like a F. So
Feel the love.
I don't like Bumblebee, but I can appreciate when one is made well. And this is not that one. So
okay, so TFA.
Go ahead and take Ravage, 2nd row, 3rd one near the end. Give him a D.
Yeah, 3rd from the left.
Are we giving him the D, did you say?
Yeah.
As in, okay.
Most places.
D's and dog, listeners.
D as in Destron.
Okay. Raz.
Where's Liege Maximo? The one that looked like Skullgrin.
That was the Power of the Primes.
Come on. Man, I've been looking for that thing for 5 minutes now.
You're a month early.
Okay, give me a 2nd row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 one Braun. Because I actually have this one.
It's a cool
put him in B.
Yeah.
B as in boy?
B as in Braun. Come on,
okay.
Follow. But yeah, no, he's good. And I like the transformation, and then I chromed the wheels. And I gave him that little extra piece from that was on Bumblebee, so it looks like a mace.
Yep.
So looks good on him. So he's a good representation, but I'm still hoping for a new one in Legacy.
Okay. Give me 1 sec. switching my connection to landline. Okay, Bill.
Okay, third row, sixth one from the right is the Optimus Prime, which is sort of the laser Optimus Prime homage. And go ahead and put that in A.
Where was it? Because I see two right here. Is it this one?
There was two of them right next to each other.
Yeah, there's
Well,
one from the Big Bad Toy Store box set.
I was unaware of that one.
Chaos on Velocitron. I'm trying to remember. I think it's
was
Chaos on
six-
Velocitron, or if it's Siege.
The one
on
that's,
Velocitron.
like I said, the one that is sixth from the right. Third row, sixth one in from the right.
Okay, so it's this one. Okay, where'd you want it?
Put that in A, because wow, that toy actually, look, we all knew when it came out that should have been, Octane. Okay, we all get it, but they actually did a pretty good job of homaging Laser Optimus Prime. I like the transformation. Those wings can sometimes, depending on who you got it, there's some quality control issues with them. I get it. But I like the colors. I like the overall look. Even the Titan Master was a fun, homage. So, yeah.
It is from the Octone mold, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Except Octone came afterwards. So, technically, Prime was Octone is an homage to Optimus Prime.
It's at least one Minerva. Yeah.
He's a pre-tool, basically. Also, the one that was selected, that's from the Siege on Cybertron box set, or the Chaos Velocitron one, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Sam.
All right, I'm going to do one that's really easy for me. Trypticon, absolutely S tier. Still one of my favorite Titan figures so far.
I wish I had him. Although it isn't the one with the leg problem.
So yeah, some comics had an issue with the hip ratchet breaking because the springs they used were really, really strong, and it was like too much force for the plastic gears to handle. I dealt with that a little bit beforehand, before even messing with them, and like exercise the springs a little bit just to help reduce the stiffness of them, and I haven't really had any issues with them. And I mean, he was the first Titan that was actually like posable and had like ankle tilt and just tons of detail. Yeah, absolutely S tier. Probably my favorite figure out of the entire line.
Okay. TFA.
Go ahead and take Titan Master Swoop. He's next to Quake. I think it's the first row, and he's like the fifth one in. Throw him in.
Was a Titan Master?
Throw him in.
Yeah, it's stupid.
It's a freaking weird line, man.
Yeah, where's it going?
C.
Good pick. That's where I would put. I have him.
Okay, so we have gotten bingo.
Wow, your age is showing, man.
Yeah, I had to talk disco with Dennis Galpa to realize that I'm in fact born before he is. Raz.
I don't own these figure, but I do see that Sea Spray, fourth row, second from the left, and he looks like a good representation of the character. I'm gonna go with B again.
Yeah, he's a decent figure. He's a minifigure just like Braun is.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
But he looks faithful. Maybe I should order him instead of waiting for a new one.
You should.
It's fairly cheap. Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you that right now because they have plans for the rest of the mini bots, but they're taking their sweet time.
All right, AliExpress.com.
Bill.
Okay, let's see. I'm trying to find Trigger Happy here. There he is. Second row, fourth one in from the right, or from the left, I mean. Trigger Happy. Second row. And put him into, I want to say, A.
It's like, did I grab the wrong? No, I have Trigger Happy.
Nope. You have Trigger Happy and put him into A.
Okay, there you go.
Man, when I heard they were bringing these guys out, I didn't care, Titan Master or no. Man, I had to have an updated Trigger Happy, and they did really well. The colors were right. The transformation was great. And I love how they integrated the weapons. It's a good toy. There's, what, 3 of those that Trigger Happy? I forget the other ones, but yeah, good one.
Let's
That one
see.
figure
Sam.
here for the Hall of Fame. I think Trigger Happy won.
Oh, that's right. It did, didn't it? Good.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was that good.
It's like don't drink and drive, but don't buy while you stream.
Why not? It's not an impulse buy if I think about it.
3 seconds, I'm in. Sam still.
Was it my turn again already?
Yeah.
We're going through these quickly.
Oh shit, these $12.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's because that's the price for Legends now. So yeah.
No, he's 12 Canadian, so that's like 9, 8, 7 maybe for you.
Oh well, yeah, that is exactly how much he was at retail originally here.
All right, I'm gonna go with Broadside, and he's end of the second row, I think.
Yep.
I'm gonna rank him D.
Giving him the D.
Like, not a terrible figure, but not well executed.
I love
been so much better.
I love the ship mode, but then when you turn him into a plane, he's just bulky.
Yeah. Now, granted, I mean, even the old toy wasn't good, but you'd think we've come a long way since then. We can make something that at least looks decent. But
so, and I feel like TFA is going to have the answer to this, but isn't the Dark Fleet part of a 4-pack or something?
Dark Fleet?
Yeah, it's the what's his face is what do they call him? Broadside's Decepticon
Tidal Wave.
You mean
Tidal Wave,
Tidal
yeah.
Wave?
Yeah. I see in the card game he's called Dark Fleet, so I've gotten used to calling him Dark Fleet.
Well, that's what they
okay,
call,
to clarify, Dark Fleet is what Tidal Wave's 3 separate components are called, and unfortunately, because of translation issues, the only way that you could get Tidal Wave is if you got the Siege on Cybertron set, where it's just a repaint of Broadside in his Takara Armada colors. So he's just called Tidal Wave. But
yeah,
if you got that box set, that's the only way you're able to get him.
Okay. So anyway, it's your turn. So pick something.
Well, since we're on topic of him, go ahead and pick Tidal Wave, which I think is.
he's
That's
the
Overlord.
first one in the 4th row.
yeah,
Oh, here he is. Yeah.
Yeah, stick him up in A.
really.
Yes, I am
doesn't he
buying
have to-
Tidal Wave. He is my very first Transformers figure, and he's obviously one of the best Transformers characters to exist. And I love that deco that they did for him. They could have done the original Armada figure design deco, but they went ahead and just went full on like Micron Legend Armada color scheme. So the only thing that's a drawback is he was an exclusive, but I was lucky enough to get him from a very reliable eBay seller I buy from quite often. So.
Okay.
I want to veto that so bad, but I agree with your reasoning, but I also want to go ahead next.
Okay, Raz.
Yeah, it's hard because I don't know that line. I'm gonna take Blaster, bottom left. Yep.
Where do you want him?
I'm gonna put him in C just because he's a freaking repaint.
He's also a base, I guess.
Yeah.
I wanted him in Soundwave for the longest time, but I think the newer versions are way better.
Well, yeah. I mean, maybe I shouldn't compare it to the current stuff, but just the fact that Blaster is a repaint and not an original mold, because they've always been separate, that's just lazy.
Well, Blaster came first before Soundwave.
But for me, I like
Really?
the Titans
Okay, I
Return
didn't know.
Blaster because of his scale. Because even the G1 toy outscaled almost the entirety of the G1 line of toys. I mean, he was as tall as some combiners, So I actually like the Titans Return scale, but that's just me.
Okay. Anyway, Bill, it is your turn.
Let's see here. Gonna take RC there and grab it's let's see, second to last row, third one in, and her second one in, and put her into C because that just.
Well, she is a Blur repaint and was a Toys R Us exclusive for the longest time.
Yeah, and I just, you know what? I had that toy and I actually traded it off like a week later. I couldn't I didn't like it very much. I mean, the colors were okay, but that's it. That's as far as it took. The colors are okay.
Okay. Sam, before you go, you recently did a review of Alita 1, the Legacy one.
Yeah.
And you compared it to the Earthrise Optimus Prime, or I believe the Earthrise or the Siege one.
Yeah, they're Earthrise.
And then you compared the, I wanted to say the Power of the Primes RC2 hit. Did you ever compare it to the Titans Return or Power of the Primes Optimus Primes, the Power of the Primes Alita at all? Or because I feel like comparatively sized, they're appropriate. Like because you were saying in your review that Alita 1 isn't to scale to Optimus in her bot mode, but was she in the previous series?
So the Power of the Primes Alita, she scales well with pre-War for Cybertron Voyagers. So if you have, like the Power of the not Power of the Primes, but the Titans Return, like Laser Prime, stuff like that, she'll scale well with him because they're about the same height. She's a good bit taller than the newer Optimus Primes, so she's a little too big, but probably comes closer than the Deluxe does. So.
Okay, so go ahead and pick a figure here.
I'm gonna go with Blur. We were just talking about him. I want to put Blur at S tier. He is actually one of my favorites by far, and I think that Blur toys, colors aside, because you can always get the Japanese version for the colors if you want. Mold-wise, I think he's a lot better than the new one. I actually really don't like
True. True. Agreed.
Alrighty.
Even if he's not as
TFA.
So many choices. Go ahead and take Wheelie.
I have to find it again.
He's the seventh one in the second row.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
Just remember, Ultra Marcus is rooting for you there. He's rooting for you to give Wheelie a chance.
I'm actually going to give him an A.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a sacrilege.
Who bribed you?
Well, Ultra Marcus kind of.
No. Legitimately, because it's the first Wheelie figure we've had in a while that wasn't like a redeco of a Jazz, or it was this weird blue monster truck dude. I mean, it was a solid attempt at the G1 design after almost like 35 years, and they did a relatively decent job. The only issue I had is that the vehicle mode would never really stay together that well. But other than that, I mean, I think they really did a good job.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if this was a movie, I think TFA has a gun to his head right now. And I'm just kidding, man. Man, I don't know. Okay, what would input pick? Oh, is there a Stunticon in there? No, that's probably Combiner Wars and stuff.
Yeah, that's Combiner Wars. You missed it.
Okay, give me the Blitzwing. Is it?
There's a Blitzwing. Yeah, I just have to find it.
Yeah, I think he's fourth row at the complete right. Is that it?
He's third row on the left next to Repugnus.
Oh, there he is, right here. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna put it A because of my pal Transformer Talk Raw. Matthew really loves this figure, and
I do too.
Keeps saying that the new version was not that it's not good, but it wasn't necessary because of this fantastic figure. So that's my shout out to him. There you go.
I'm inclined to agree.
I agree too.
Honestly.
Okay. Next up, Bill.
Let's see. I think I'm going to take Slug Slinger. I believe he's third row, last one.
No, that's Cloudburst.
Or
Because
no,
this is
okay,
Twin
yeah,
Twist, right?
He's the third row, like in the middle, next to.
Oh, here he is, right here. Got him.
Right there. I'm sorry.
Next to Misfire.
Let's put him up into A as well. Yep. I really like these guys, man. They did such a good job with them. It'd been a while since we sort of had a Slug Slinger, I believe, in the Energon line, if I'm not mistaken. And it was a good toy, but not as good as this one was. So, yeah.
Okay. Sam.
All right.
I think it was the Energon line.
Yeah, it was Enertron. He was a double. I can't think of the term, but I don't want to say like double cockpit, but that basically is what he was.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Metal Hawk, third row on the right.
Metal Hawk.
Little to the left there, 2 over.
There he is.
I'm gonna put him at A. I thought Metal Hawk
from the Siege on Cybertron set.
Because he's a trigger happy mold, right?
Yeah, so it's based on Trigger Happy, which is already a good mold.
Yep.
And it's a really good attempt at doing Metal Hawk's inner robot mode. Like the last one we got was the Thunder.
It was Thunderwing from
Thunderwing,
BotCon.
yeah. And that was supposed to be like his Pretender shell, but I always thought the inner bot looked cooler. And obviously, it's not a 1-for-1, but he pulls it off really well.
He does. He does.
He's pretty.
Looks good.
Okay, TFA.
Oh God. I'm just trying to scan everyone to see who's there because I can't remember all the toy line. Also, my brain is like on like 20% brain power right now. Who's the last guy at the very bottom? Like, I'm curious just to know who that, because he looks familiar, but I just can't.
That's Shredicus Maximus. So that's that like skateboard riding Titan Master that came with the black and gold Optimus from I think Comic-Con.
Yeah, it is Shredicus.
Oh, that one skateboard.
Yeah.
Thing?
Yeah,
I
where
didn't know that was an
Optimus trying to do
actual
like a
thing.
skate park.
Okay, I've never heard of that before.
One of the few Times Return figures I don't have because it was just so much. And
I just never cared for it. I saw the repaint. I was like, oh, black and gold Optimus, cool. I have no need for it.
Yeah.
Shredicus Maximus. I never knew that. I call myself okay, screw it. I'm gonna go with Alpha Trion. Second row all the way at the end. And people can argue with me about this all they want. I don't care. I want to throw him in S.
I just got him, and I think so as well. He was the most recent figure I bought from the series. I bought him like a couple months ago. A store in Pennsylvania just happened to have a sealed one.
Oh, wow. Hey, my home state. Well, my old home state, unfortunately. I love the sheer idea of Alpha Trion, obviously being one of the original 13, transforming into not only a spaceship, but into a mythical unicorn lion. I don't know why. There's something really majestic about that.
Alrighty. Raz.
Yeah, you keep moving stuff around, so hold on.
I gotta look.
Is that a gold bug? Third row. Yeah, no. Keep going. Go right. This. What's this?
That's Roadburn.
Oh, Roadburn.
So that's a Bumblebee repaint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was there at a throttle bot.
Put him in the F.
Yeah.
Freaking repaint.
He's too close to Bumblebee. He must be failed.
So yeah, that's my pick. And then
Okay.
we're gonna jump in at one point and he's gonna move all my stuff around.
As he does.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like group things together. Like I see Pounce, but I don't see Wingspan. I'll get to it eventually. Okay, Bill.
No, that there wasn't a Wingspan. Remember was it that kit?
That was an exclusive.
No, it was in the 4-pack with one of them, with one of the Autobot clones, and then a 2-pack had the other 2 clones.
Okay.
Wingspan and Cloudraker were the Walgreens exclusive, and then Fastlane was in the Chaos on Velocitron set, and then Pounce was in the Siege on Cybertron box set from Big Bad Toy Store.
Yeah, Wingspan's right next to Fastlane there, or where Fastlane just was.
And speaking of that row that you're in right now, you might as well just drop down, grab Misfire right there. Yep, Misfire right there. And put him up into with the rest of them there in A. Because, look, the Decepticon Target Masters were really well done. I thought so anyway. It was a great mold. Sure, they retooled it again and again, but, man, it was just really they trigger happy, Slug Slinger, Misfire, just really well done toys. I love the colors. Now, honestly, though, if you're going to get them, go get the Henkei versions because they were even better, and they came with their Target Master partners. So,
I did not get Twin Twist, Topspin, or Misfire because by the time I started collecting again, it was at the end of the the series. So like all the prices are like super inflated.
Mm-hmm.
And just to give you an idea of where they are right now, Top Spin is $120.
Crap, I missed my premiere.
Oh well.
But all of them were over $100 at one point. Although I think Twin Twist, because he got re-released in Falcon colors, kind of died price-wise. So it's a lot. You can just pay $25 and get them from Amazon from the Transformers store.
Nice. Yeah, those Decepticon Target Masters were just. I thought, I don't know if everybody agrees with me. Seems so far that they were just really, and even the recolors, they were like a Metal Hawk. It was just really well done molds.
Okay, Sam.
Yeah. First, I would say I completely agree with Bill on that one. Like, they were all retools, but they were very extensive retools. That's something you don't see often. Like within the same year of each other, too.
Yeah.
One thing that's cool about the Japanese ones, actually retooled those guys to have the ports on top of their vehicle mode, so you can actually put the Target Master on them. The Hasbro ones don't have that, which is kind of annoying because if you have like their Siege Target Masters, they can't actually mount them in vehicle mode like they should. Let's see. I'll do Galvatron.
Okay.
I'll put him as D.
You
Not
put him
awful.
as D.
It's a toy that had so much potential and got really ruined by its headmaster gimmick because of the flip up mask and everything. Like, they would have been better off if they just like had a mask that is stored inside the chest. So you just kind of pull it out and like set it on his head, like the crown part, and then you could actually rotate his head around and stuff, and he'd look a lot better. Because other than that, he holds up pretty well. Like, they retooled him into that Super Megatron, and it's a fantastic toy. It's got ankle tilt and most posability that modern toys have. You know, no ball joints. It's all universals. But the head gimmick just killed it. Really ruined that figure.
You're absolutely right.
I know a lot of people just went and got like upgrade kits for it because that was like the one major flaw.
Alrighty. TFA.
I swear I'm not purposely doing this. I'm just trying to make a choice. Okay. I want to go ahead and take. Crap, what was his name? I want to say Shuffler. Yeah, I think that's what his name was. First row, fourth one near the end. He's a little elephant boy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to throw him in S.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
What does he turn into?
He transforms into like a little tank, and then also transforms into a weapon, like a little missile launcher for other figures. But I love the fact that he's just a little elephant. He's adorable.
Okay. Raz.
I'm going to pick. Where'd you put him? Cosmos. The bottom. Yeah. Put him in. Let's go B. I mean, he looks good. He looks a little tall, but I think it's okay representation.
He's legend scale. He's not very tall at all.
Yeah, he's the same size as like Braun and Seaspray.
Yeah. We basically put them all mini bots go into B now.
Yeah, just because of the size. But I mean, they were mini bots and legend scale fits. I mean, and the new deluxe I'll probably never freaking find. So yeah.
Well, I'm actually keeping my Titans Return Cosmos over the new one because I think it's the wrong scale. So I'm keeping the Titans Return version as my Cosmos because I think the new one is just the wrong scale. That's just me though.
So then, if you see Cosmos in store, it's guaranteed mine, right?
Well, yeah, we've already been talking about that. Remember?
I know. I'm just making sure, man. Making sure.
He's putting the deal on video, so there's evidence now.
Oh, okay.
It's an implied contract.
That Cosmos is pretty good. I like the IDW design that they went for. Plus, they actually like went ahead and just found a way to like make it a little different compared to the original release of the Thrilling 30s one. So that was kind of nice of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I
Bill.
think they added like red to his neck or something.
Didn't the Henkei version have a partner with it? I'm thinking. I keep thinking the Henkei.
Thrilling 31 did. He got like a little.
The Thrilling 31 came with Payload, who was a little Micromaster.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Let's go ahead and grab. Let's see here. Choices, eh? He keeps rearranging them, so where I thought stuff was now isn't.
I'm just trying to group them so they're easier to figure out, but
Have you seen
Ah,
input in the chat? Is he backstage?
He's not.
Okay.
let's go ahead and take Mind Wipe, who's I believe fourth row. Yep, there he is, and put him into A, because that's a really. And then that recolor they brought out in the G1 style packaging. Wow, just wow.
I'm surprised they haven't done more G1 stuff like that.
Yeah, they did Hardhead, Mind Wipe, and they did what, two others I think. A Chrome Dome and somebody else, and I forget who.
So I was kind of hoping that someone would
it's
go
raining
on
over here.
Say again.
I was just saying, just a heads up, it's raining over here. So if I inexplicably cut out, it's either because
Thunderstorms. Gotcha.
or
Yeah,
Okay.
we got one rolling in. Not supposed to hit here for another 20 minutes or so. So
Okay, Sam, go ahead.
Let's see. I'll do Fort Max. I
Okay.
will place him at C.
Okay.
He's a retool of the Metroplex. He's a very dated design. He's very hollow. Doesn't pose well. Reuses a lot of parts. Now, like, he looks cool, but like his alt modes really don't look anything like they're supposed to. And like, unless you went out of your way to go, like the Legends one or the Comic-Con one, like the exclusive one where he had the sword,
the Master Sword.
it was a huge letdown. Like, he was very bare bones. And then I talked about Triptychon earlier. They were released a year apart, and Triptychon is just light years ahead of him. Like, yeah, I was never overly impressed. He's one of those figures I'd love to see like a proper update for.
I've honestly always been hoping that they would give us a Giga Storm from that Titans Return Triptychon, because I would love to see
they didn't. I'm really surprised.
I'm surprised too, because I always wanted to get. I love those big, horns he's got on his head, and oh yeah, it's fantastic.
Would always wait for Generation Selects.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on Gigastorm. I'm waiting on Metro Titan.
Yeah,
him too. Can't believe Takara hasn't done them yet.
Okay, TFA.
And there are so many choices. All right, gonna go and grab Kickback. Second, yeah, didn't even need to say it. I want to throw him an A.
Alrighty. Raz.
Okay, what do I know? That Gnaw, fourth row. Gnaw.
One red over.
I know that he's not. Put him in C, because I know he's not that great, and that they reused that mold quite a while, a couple of times with Cyberverse even.
Well, the Cyberverse one's better because it's slightly larger.
Yeah,
but then they reused the mold in the Quintesson Pit.
Yeah, exactly.
They only used them as like one Sharkticon. Like, it wasn't. And they gave him like the more, like, I guess, animation accurate paint job.
So yeah, that's my pick.
So the point is, Raz doesn't like sharks. Gotcha.
No. I like
those Canadian sharks, man. You know how those Canadian sharks are. They're deadly.
Yes, ice
they're in
shark,
every
man.
Every snowdrift you walk into, there could be a Canadian shark there. You know.
The telltale sign, of course, is the yellow snow.
It's lemon snow.
Lemon flavored snow.
Exactly.
Like it. That's why sharks like it so much.
Bill.
Let's go ahead and grab Soundwave and stick him up into, I want to say, A.
This is what I get for playing with these things. Now I don't know where he's at. He was like around here somewhere.
He's in that road toward the right.
Yeah.
There we go. Got him. Okay.
Go ahead and stick him into A. I like the look. Yes, he had a really blocky look to him, while the G1 toy was blocky too. So, hey, there you go. The base mode I thought was pretty well thought out. The Toy Hacks labels really bring that toy into a whole new level, though. So, I liked it. I did.
The fact they actually re-released that thing for the Bumblebee toy line,
Oh, that's right, they did.
that was weird, but like at the same time, it's kind of cool.
The box was really cool.
Yeah.
Sam.
Let's see. I'll go with. Well, I guess since I did the other one, so it looks like they do have the SDCC Fort Max up there on the top row, for the right. I didn't notice him at first. Yeah, I'll rank him higher. I'll put him at B, just because he does at least come with the sword and everything, which breaks down in multiple parts, so that Headmaster can use it. And he's got, I don't know if you guys know this, but he's got a little hidden feature where if you hold his button down for the lights and sounds, it actually does like a guitar riff from the Transformers theme song.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just that much cooler than the standard one.
I didn't know the sword came apart.
Yep, it comes into 3 pieces.
Like the Star Saber.
Yep.
Okay, TFA.
Oh, so many choices. Shut up, Thunder.
You tell that Thunder what to do. Don't let it bully you.
Dude, I'm just so fed up with Florida and these stupid rainstorms and everything. Ugh. Anyway, God, it's hard to see. I mean, even like on my regular screen, but who? Okay, that's Octane over there. You know what? Screw it. Quick switch. Very first one in the first row. And
always wanted him, never found him.
I got lucky. I found him on eBay for like $40.
I have no idea what the toy is, the quality or anything of it. I had no idea because I never found a 6-shot either.
Go ahead and put him in B, and that's me being generous because like the only thing that holds him back is that he's just a repaint of 6-shot.
Marcus wants to know if a 6-shot is worth the hype.
I can't tell you because I don't own the figure.
I mean, I can't TF Addict, but
and this will spoil it. But yeah, I think
yeah,
6-shot's fantastic.
Because I mean, when he was first announced, everyone lost their shit. Like, I mean, we never thought we would get like an actual American like retail 6-shot after so long, and the very clever promotion of the submarine mode.
Yeah,
I mean that smart. I mean, in a stupid way, but it's still smart. But yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you can find him, get him.
Yeah. The thing I like about it is that he's almost functionally identical to the old toy. Like the modes and everything are very, very similar, but he's just got better articulation. The only, I guess, downside, potentially, if you care about it, is the Headmaster thing. You know, you do have to.
I was going to say the knees, because those knees are kind of weak.
My 6-shot's knees are okay, but my quick switches are really loose. He wants to flop forward a lot.
Well, here, let's answer the second part. Overlord, I had Overlord and Sky Shadow. I give Sky Shadow the moose. He is a big leader class, and I think comparatively, when you split him into his 2 parts, he is a nice, like Voyager size vehicle modes, like a tank and a jet. So I think Overlord definitely is worth getting.
Yep, I agree. I never found Sky Shadow, but Overlord is a really good toy. And when you add the upgrade sets, to him, over the moon.
I was going to answer. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Yeah, Overlord, again, just one of those figures that I didn't even think we would get to see in like a U.S. toy line, because I was immediately under the impression of like, oh, Overlord was leaked, so we're probably not going to see him in the U.S. He's probably going to be a Takara thing. And then he ended up being a Takara thing, but he was more faithful to the Super God Master Force deco.
Yep, which is the one I wanted, because I also wanted Mega and Giga, the pilots, male and female, husband, wife, team.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I think TFA went last, so it's Raziel.
Raziel.
Raz.
Just Raz, yeah. Blah.
Yeah. I'm just looking at all this. What was the point of having all those headmasters? Like, was there a super gimmick or
the whole gimmick was that each headmaster could give a different, like, kind of a different power because everyone was a headmaster.
I think they were trying to go for some half-ass pretenders thing.
Well,
because they give them all little vehicle modes too that can sit in, but the vehicles are also weapons.
I think they're going more for the Transtector type deal. more than anything, because if
Like
you
a
add one of the
Japanese
heads,
continuity.
yeah, if you added a head onto a body, then that body would gain some new abilities besides what it already could do. So I always viewed it as a Transtector type deal more than a Titan Master. That's just how I saw it in my head canon.
Okay. All right. What's the fourth row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What's this one? That black truck. Keep going. Keep going. 2 more.
Oh, that's either rewind or eject.
That's rewind.
Yeah.
So, but is that a truck?
Tank.
No, he's a tank.
A tank.
Yeah,
Okay.
tank, yeah.
You can turn into like a tablet or a tank.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Put him in D because I think that's a dumb alt mode for him.
Sound
how you really
I
feel.
I'm going with my heart, man.
It wasn't a bad figure, but it could have been so much better.
It's just a nice, different modern take because cassette tapes are technically passe.
I do, man. Don't start me, man.
The laser beaks were
Are you telling me that Quebec still has 8 tracks?
No, we don't.
Okay.
Okay.
Bill.
We have 4 tracks.
I will take.
Holy crap! You're even older. No.
I'm kidding.
Fourth row, second one in from the left. Night Beat. Is that Night Beat right there? It looks like Night Beat. Go ahead, and you know what? I'm gonna pop it into C. I could care less about. Here's the thing. I would have put that higher, but I honestly thought that we were going to get maybe a retool of Chrome Dome into sort of a Night Beat, and that never ever happened. And that disappointed me. That disappointed me so badly. But I love Night Beat as a character. So yeah, and the head, they do a good job. That's definitely Night Beat. Even if you get the crappy screw tank fighter jet thing along with it.
I can see a value to stop motion animator doing this. Like you do, the animation with the robot mode, and then you want to do a close up. You just flip him in the head, and then you have the head move a little bit like a close up, and then you could do some, wide shot and then close ups. But I don't know.
I'm hoping we get a Night Beat here in the Legacy line, a proper Night Beat character. I don't know if we're getting a Minerva. We could probably get a Night Beat. I'm hoping, because the last one we got was, I think, in the Generations line, if I'm not mistaken, Throwing 30.
Yeah, he was a repaint of IDW Bumblebee.
Yeah.
He was originally supposed to be a repaint of Reveal the Shield Jazz, but they were like, no, double down on Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Okay, Sam.
Hey, Raz, look what I got.
Hold on, let me zoom in there.
Come on, man. Okay, just put it in a box. Put it in a box.
Send it his
flip
way.
it my way. Those are worth like $300 now. I can't get this. Oh, that's
The Nika ones. So that's the Nika figure.
yeah. The NECA ones are like 300 on eBay.
Are they really? Wow.
Yeah.
My
So if you want to
local
sell yours for $20 to me, that'd be perfect.
my
$20
baby right
Canadian?
Well, okay,
My
20.
local comic shop actually had the old blue box Raziel, like the fancy boxed one. But they wanted like $300 something for it. I couldn't pull the trigger on that.
It's insane. I wish I had thought to buy those back then. Man.
Yeah, the Kane's not very good. I have the Kane. He's like half his body's just a statue. The legs don't even move. But the Raziel figure is pretty solid. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Still Sam's turn.
You kept talking about the name Raziel. I had to pull him out.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm called Raziel, because of Legacy of Kane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic name. Where is Sky Shadow? Is he here?
I don't see him.
He should be.
I think he was released in the next series.
Prime.
Times.
Are the Primes? No, there he is. Second,
Oh, I see him. He's
top-
actually right next to
top
the
row.
fish shop there. Yeah.
Top row, second from the left.
Okay. Yes, Sky Shadow. Let's go with him.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
Yeah, he was in Titans Return just like Overlord, because Overlord was a
Right, because he's a repaint, but yeah, I got him afterwards, so I assume. Okay. Where are we going?
So I'm trying to decide between S and A because I really like the Sky Shadow toy.
Well, let's see. Where do we put Overlord? Overlord is.
I don't think we ranked him yet. We just
Oh, we haven't done that yet. That's right.
Yeah.
No, we just talked about him.
So maybe there's bias for him. I'll put him in S. Honestly, I think he's really great.
I mean, he's a tank, he's a plane, and he's a base.
Yeah, like
And he's a robot. He's a quadruple
Overlord is
checker.
cool, but he's a little undersized for how big he's supposed to be. Sky Shadow kind of gets it just right because he was originally a Thunder. I keep forgetting his name. Thunderwing, recolor, like retool.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like him. And I think because he gets to be his own thing, his size isn't as big of an impediment on him as the Overlord toy. He just looks really cool. I really like the Sky Shadow toy.
I'm like, where did I put Overlord? I know I've seen him. Oh, here he is. Here's Overlord. Okay. TFA.
First off, can you hear that storm?
Yes.
Okay. I apologize for that.
I can also hear the Wolverine.
Haha. Crap. Okay. Let me think. There's a. You know what? Actually, I'm torn between two figures, but I kind of want to lean. Yeah, screw it. Okay, so I'm gonna do Windblade.
Which one? There's the dark colored one and the light colored one. One of them was SDCC, I believe.
One was also the Thrilling 30s mold. The other one was the new mold. So I'm gonna do the new mold, which is. Oh no, that's the RID 2015 one. Yeah, I'm just gonna do Titans Return one, that one right there. So, I kind of want to throw her in. Yeah, screw it. I want to throw her an S. I feel like she was a vast improvement over the original Thrilling 30s one. The jet mode was a lot more solidified. Her robot mode was actually pretty solid too. And I'm also very lucky to have the final wave thanks to TF Actress because she hooked me up with the entire last wave for Christmas on our first year anniversary.
God, I wish I would have got I got the Thrilling 30s because I couldn't get this one because again it's like $100.
Yeah.
The Thrilling 31 just does not stay together. It makes me very sad.
It really does. I mean, I kind of want to get the Takara one of that one, but I like the.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I couldn't
The
find this
storm
one.
got him.
Yeah, I couldn't find this one, so I went and bought the RID that came out later, the Robots in Disguise 2015, which I really like, and at least that one stays together because that's Thrilling 31, man.
Yeah, because I also got the 2015 one. It is very good. The RID one, it's spectacular.
Yeah.
I think it's superior in every way.
Yeah, I do too.
Other than maybe the feet, because the heels are kind of weird to get her to stand up. Because they're the exhaust on the back of the jet.
I like that Walmart exclusive version, with that highly detailed painted face on it. Yeah, I like, and head crest. I like, yeah.
Oh, the crown, yeah, that comes off.
Yeah.
Raz.
Okay. Okay, the third one from the top. He looks like crap. So let's put him in F.
Really?
Repugnance is repugnant. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna veto that one and put him into C.
Okay, so he ends up in D, and Bill eats a rejection. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have objections, but I'm not gonna argue with any of your guys' pick because
I thought we were saving those for the end.
Okay. Well, you only get to use one at the end, so we got two in the thing. Okay. Sam.
I'll go with Ramhorn. Yeah,
right here.
I'll put him at B.
And there's
Ramhorn was pretty cool. Like he's not obviously, Ramhorn's supposed to be a cassette and everything, and they made him like a Titan Master. But like the Shuffler version, it's pretty solid. Turns into a cool looking Rhino, and then turns like a big old missile launcher looking thing. So I think he was one of the cooler like single release Titan Masters they put out there.
Mm-hmm. Raz.
I'm back at me already.
Yeah, because then I'm going to input, and Emma's going to do his intro and blah blah blah.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, no. Let's input come in, do his stuff, and because I'm just filling in, and I have to go put my son to bed. So input, I totally ripped and picked stuff because I didn't collect that line, so it's probably all messed up.
I'm waiting for input to say something so we know he's alive.
It should all be.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
It should all be. We'll see. It should all be an S anyway. So I don't. You guys already messed it all up. So
Okay. Raz, then if you're going to go, why don't you basically sign out for yourself so people again know where to find you? And did we get close? Where were you supposed? You were supposed to be trying to get to some goal or something today.
I was supposed to get. Well, no, I'm trying to get to 250. So let's see. Did we hit 250? No, because everybody in the chat
It's already subscribed.
is already subscribed. So yeah, no, we didn't. I haven't budged.
Okay, well, let people know how they can find you, and then you can go put your kid.
Yeah, if you come to Canada, turn right at the stop sign. You'll find me.
The one stop sign.
There's only one stop sign in the whole of Canada.
Can't miss it.
Exactly. So you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, tformers.com, and YouTube. At Raziel Kane Reviews, pretty much anywhere. That's the same handle. And yeah, I do voice actor spotlight and toy reviews, and sometimes voice actor interviews.
Yeah, check out his channel if you want to see interviews with the voice of Grimlock, the voice of Blur. Yes, Greg Berger. I was
John
trying
Jr.
Right, but people may not know their actual names. That's why I'm trying to say the characters' names. But I don't know who's going to watch this later. I don't know. But there's also a link to Raz's channel in the description, so go check that out when you have an opportunity. Thank you for doing this today.
No problem. And
we'll see you later.
Hold on. I'm trying to exit out.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
And don't forget, nothing gives you right to be an asshole. Take care.
See you, Raz.
Okay, input. Now you can do your thing and then pick something.
Okay. What's that saying? Never late, only fashionably late. That's right, baby. It's me. It's the in-PUT. And I hope you are ready to feel the bang that I'm going to bring for all the hot topic releases that I'm about to drop on you guys for this video. You guys can find me on my YouTube channel where every Friday night I do the ultimate Transformers podcast called Tales from Teletran. That's every Friday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And you guys can find my stop motions over on my second channel. That's in-put 2.0. Spell it all out, and you will find me where Transformers Yellow Jacket, the series, has officially started. Who's Yellow Jacket? You never heard of him? Well, that's good because he's my OC Transformers character. And go check out his story. Do what?
It's that when you have original OCs, you always put do not copy.
Yeah, do not copy. I mean, I've got a poor man's copyright on them anyway, so it don't matter.
You mail them to yourself?
So, but yeah, you can find all that stuff all over my channels. So yeah, go check it out. And as far as my pick goes, I'm going to take Titans Return Twin Twist. I'm going to put them in S.
And now I got to find
row,
them.
Third row, third one in. There you go. Nope, other one. Next.
Oh, I know. As soon as I grabbed him. Hold on. There you go.
Yeah.
So, did you get the Diaclone version that came out recently?
No.
So, no way to compare, huh?
How dare you? How dare you? Go grab it right now.
Well,
go grab it right now.
See, I don't. Here's my thing: is I can't bring myself with Hasbro's current pricing and everything. I can't bring myself to get that figure. I mean, it's molding and engineering from 4 or 5 years ago, and they're wanting $25 for it plus shipping and all that. No, I don't know.
Okay, Bill.
Let's go ahead and take Chrome Dome, third from the top on the left. There you go. And go ahead and stick him into, I want to say B or C. B. Go ahead and stick him into B. It's a pretty good update to the character and one we haven't had, for a little while. And, I don't much care for how the Titan Master looked, but it's still a pretty good toy.
Did you prefer the look of the Takara version? Yeah.
I bought the recolor version of Chrome Dome, so I completely skipped the Titans Return version and picked up the recolor, and I'm happy with that.
All right. Sam.
All right, I guess I'll piggyback off that and go with Getaway / Breakaway. I'm going to put him in D. He was just
crap.
Like one of those lazy cash grab, recolors with a new head. Doesn't look much like Getaway at all. Yeah, to me, it was just very boring and just doesn't even look as good as Chrome Dome. Like they took a pretty decent toy and then gave him Breakaway's ugly color scheme on top of that. Just
yeah.
It could have been worse. It could have been a HasLab type situation release.
True.
Yeah. HasLab Getaway.
Yeah.
Hey, input.
For only $74.99, you could back a new Getaway, deluxe class Getaway on HasLab.
The whole
it'd be a great troll is that they advertise this and they like let people back it, and then when it comes for the backing date, they just cancel it. Be like, oh, sorry guys, you got away. Like just Getaway gets away. Like they never intended to actually make him. They just want to see how many people to actually back it.
Okay. Input.
That'd be messed up. Let's go with
an April
I
Fool's.
saw him. Where's Top Spin? I'm gonna go with Top Spin and throw Top Spin in S as well.
Really?
He was in the second row all the way to the right. There you go.
Alrighty. Sam. Or sorry, no, Bill.
Okay, let's go ahead and take give me a second here. Let's go ahead and take Weird Wolf. I believe he's in the he was in the there he is, and go ahead and pop him into C because I was disappointed in that figure. I really was.
I will say the fact that figure breaks.
Okay, I was about to ask that because like his on mine, the two contacts that are made of the clear plastic, they broke on his canopy.
Mine hasn't broken. That's only because I don't touch him. Only because I don't touch him, he hasn't broken. But I was disappointed. Look, here's the thing: when you're going to make him from one of the combiner molds, it doesn't work. Like what was that point?
Is he from?
He's not a combiner.
No, I didn't say he was based on one of the combiner mold. What was it? I'm trying to. There's bits from another combiner toy on him. I forget one of the monster bot, not the monster bots. Terracons. Yeah, there's bits of the Terracon mold on him, from what I understood. I don't know. All I know is
that's not right at all because the Terracons came out in Power of the Primes.
Oh, okay, so it'd be the other way around. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then, and I didn't get the point of why his chest opened up at all because you could open. He had a panel in the chest you could open up, which just revealed a cavity, and you couldn't fit the Titan Master in it. It was just there. I mean,
yeah. Because when you transform him so the Titan Master could right inside, you could technically just fall right through.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, I think if I remember right, he was the first one developed, and they were gonna try and incorporate the gimmick of the.
That's right, the spinning stat thing. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's just a leftover from that, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame they didn't do that. I mean, these toys are a lot better.
Yeah. Well, Sam, it's your turn.
Okay, I'll go with what's the name? Grotusk, where he moved again.
Top
fourth one on the top row.
Yep.
So Grotusk, I'm going to put him in A because I think they did a really good job because they took Twinferno / Double Cross, which I felt was not a great toy, especially with the lack of paint apps, and then just made him phenomenal. Like
I agree.
Tons of paint apps, tons of really good retooling. And I think Grotusk is my favorite out of the 3 monster bots that they did for this.
It was the only one of the mold I bought, so I totally agree.
Yeah.
Because what was the one we just got in Worlds Collide? Which one was that one?
Oh, Spangry.
Fangry. Okay.
Yeah, Fanger is another retool of this. He's pretty decent too.
Okay, so this is the one I missed because I got the one with the two heads, Twinferno, whatever his name is. I forget the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I missed out on this one, I guess. Okay.
See, I
He's a
skipped.
pain to get. It's like a HasCon exclusive or something.
I skipped the Twinferno of that mold and actually bought the IRID 2015 Twinferno to use as
Not a bad toy.
Twinferno. Yeah. So
I don't know. The RID 2015 was a good line.
Yeah, it
Input.
Oh boy. Let me see. Just trying to see what's left here on the list, so to speak. You know what? I'm gonna take Shredicus Maximus. Bottom row right there. I'm gonna throw him an A.
I'm not going to argue with that. He's
Okay,
cool.
so what does this hoverboard turn into, or is it just like a shield or something?
No, so that was a convention exclusive that basically took the power of the Optimus Prime. What was it? The God Genrai of Power of Titan's Return, whatever. And they made it a convention exclusive, and they made them all black as an homage to Nucleon Quest Prime. And the Shredicus Maximus, it's some skateboard company that sponsored the figure as well. And so that board is an homage to Daniel's board from the 86 movie.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the headmaster for that Optimus Prime, because it's the Orion Pax head from was it Power Master Optimus Prime from Titan's Return.
Speaking of which, why don't we just grab that Prime that's still down there, second row, second from the left. Second row, second from the left.
Are you talking about Sentinel?
No, Power Master Optimus Prime.
Power Master Optimus Prime, second row, second. There you go. And you go ahead and stick him into. Where did I put the first one? I put the first one in S. You know what? Go ahead and stick that one in S2. Because same mold, just some slight differences, recolored, and I like it. I dig it.
Okay.
That was the exclusive version, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. That was one that they called Magnus Prime, and like nobody knows who he's actually supposed to be.
Yeah.
Well, that's misleading because if you call him Magnus Prime, it's like Ultra Magnus, with the Matrix, and he actually converted.
Well,
I think
the early plan for that.
said the original story was that Magnus had a different name, and then he evolved into Magnus Prime. So maybe
No. He had were you talking about that movie script that just got
shown
that
the earlier draft.
Yeah, the earlier draft. So he was called Magnus, and then when he got Prime Spirit, he became Ultra Magnus.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of like, I guess, like a play on the whole Optimus Prime or Rodimus Prime. It was a play on that. But
I was guessing before they
didn't
decided
have
to do some type of ranking system within the command structure. Yeah.
By the way, the only downside really to that figure, in my opinion, was articulation. Otherwise, it was a darn good figure. But if it had better articulation, it top notch.
Okay, back to Sam.
Yeah. So that Magnus Prime, I remember the leaks and stuff that were coming out during Titan's Return. So originally, the reason it was called Magnus Prime is because that toy was going to be done up in the Diaclone colors, like the Powered Convoy colors.
Mm-hmm.
So it was going to look more like that. And they eventually scrapped that and gave it something very close to the Jinrai colors, but kept the name for some reason. And had they continued the box sets beyond the first two, they were going to include God Bomber as a character called Iron Apex that was going to, combine with them, but they scrapped the whole thing. So that's what happened there. It sucked. Let's see.
Yeah, there was a lot of cool ideas they had for all three of these waves or whatever lines or whatever that just ended up just being scrapped. And I would love someday to see them come back, kind of like what they did with Snapdragon and everything.
Well, that's what we were saying earlier. Is like I thought for sure they were going to come out with like a Chrome Dome recolor retool for Nightbeat, and it never happened. We got that little headmaster, but we never actually got a Nightbeat, and I was so disappointed because if we got a Nightbeat, maybe we would have gotten a Minerva, but Anyway, I think it's Input's turn. Or no, it's still
No, it's just
I
Sam.
was doing a little history lessons. I'll go with Nautica.
Good pick.
Second row on the end. I'll put her in A. I really love the blur mold, and even though she wasn't super accurate to the comics, she was another like really heavy retool of that mold, and I think she came out looking pretty good.
And the first time we got her officially, so
Yeah, first and last.
I think that's the only time we've gotten her. Period.
Yeah, you're right.
I know what's his face.
She was in that 4-pack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's part of one of the sets. What's the one designer? Evan. Evan says he wants to do a Nautica toy again. He keeps talking about. He's big on the fembots. There's a lot of fembots he wants to get around to. He's just like waiting for the chance to make them. So hopefully we'll get a new one.
I'd be down for that.
Me too. Input.
Okay, so here comes the controversial input opinion of the night. I'm going to take Sergeant Cup, and I'm going to put him in S.
Are you kidding me?
I am 100% serious on that. That's not a troll. That's not a nothing. I love that figure.
Well, I wouldn't agree with the S. I'd agree with like an A. But you know what? Well, I'm not gonna use one of my.
Yeah, a little higher than I do, but still, he's up there for me.
Yeah.
The Ryan Pax one is pretty good.
It's better than the Studio Series, in my opinion. Studio Series is pretty good, but you know what? I still like the Titans Return version a little bit better. I like the scale a little bit better. I like his colors a little bit better. So, and I like his weapons better too.
I think that Cup, man, I just think it has a really nice silhouette.
Oh, yeah, it's imposing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it looks so good. Just,
it's back when they're still big on the G1 toy accuracy.
I mean, you can fit the Tent Master in the cab and see him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I love the yellow lights that are when the way it folds up, the headlights sit under the glass canopy. It gives a really cool effect.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess they do. They're right here.
Mm-hmm.
You got boob lights.
I was tempted at one point to get a second one and kind of glue all of that together. He couldn't transform anymore, but glue it all together and then drill out the holes and put LEDs in there and give them real like headlights or whatever behind the glass.
Cool.
Bill.
Let's see who we got left here. Let's go ahead and take Hardhead, second row, second from the left, and go ahead and pop him into A because I thought was a really good up. The recolor was especially better. That they brought out alongside Mindwipe and who else? I forget the other two, but yeah, he was. I liked that toy. I thought it was really representative of the character. I liked the accessories. It was a perfect amount of accessories. I liked the transformation. Other than that weird orange clear plastic it had on it, I don't know why. But other than that, yeah, it's a pretty good thing.
All right. Yeah, I remember a lot of people used to steal the guns from the Hardhead toys because the original came with 2 rifles.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd walk in Walmart and see open packages of Hardheads missing his rifle all the time.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah. All right.
That big green rifle. I love it.
I'll go with. I'll do Octane/Octone. I'll put him in A. I thought he was a really good Octane. Like he's kind of like Blitzwing, where I don't feel he's a bot that really needs an update. In fact, I think this. Yeah, even better than Blitzwing.
I agree with that. If
really his only downside now is that he's just out of scale with the current toys, but within his own bubble, I think he's great.
Yeah,
let's. Oh man. Okay. Let's take. Let's take Full Tilt, and so middle row.
Because I assume he's one of the smaller guys, right?
No, middle row, the purple one in the middle row.
He's the car that forms Triptychon's chest.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
S.
I was thinking you would have put that in A or B, but yay, okay.
I mean, honestly, it's such a fantastic figure and it's fun to play with. It's just, I really don't even have any complaints about it. Even. And
the fact that they gave him a really, a much more articulated robot mode that he ever had in the G1 toy.
Yeah.
And you could put his Titan Master inside him, and that weapon you could fit in so many different places on the figure. It just, yeah.
And I'll say this too. Anybody who complains about ball joints, that dude's got ball jointed shoulders, and it works phenomenally.
Oh, so, yes. I'd forgotten. Yes, you're right.
Okay, Bill.
Why are there 2 Sentinels there?
Because one's the San Diego Comic-Con one, and one's the retail release.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go ahead and find...
The Comic-Con one has a bunch of clear orange plastic on them.
Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and grab... Where is Astro Train? Okay, 2 over right there. Let's go ahead. Now, I've never personally found this figure, but my brother had him, and my experience with it leads me to put him into S.
I have him. I like I like the train mode, but as like a non-classical train, like it's supposed to be one of those faster trains, but they still put a cow catcher in the front.
If you ever watched, you probably never have, but if you ever watched Russia Sentai Takuger, one of the guys there, he number 5 has this sort of a train that looks very much like Astro Train's alt mode. As a matter of fact, it's the same color as Sentinel. But still, it reminds me of that all the time. That's one of the reasons why I love that Astro Train mold.
Okay, Sam.
All right, I'll go ahead and do Full Tilt's head down there. Necro. I'm going to put him in C because he's a really cool call out. Like, he's based on Wipeout, which was like the comic only Trypticon partner, and he looks like a little mini version of him. But I think the thing that keeps him from being great is just the absolute lack of paint apps on him. You can see there, like, you can't even make out his head details, just black plastic. There's no paint on the body. So, like, he gets points for being a cool nod and a really obscure character, but then the paint just sucks.
The sad thing about that figure is Takara. This is around that time when Trypticon came out. This is around the time when they were starting to kind of blend with Hasbro. I guarantee you Takara would have painted that the body on him would have been painted like that dark blue, kind of midnight blue color that Wipeout would have been.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a shame because that's such a missed opportunity.
Okay, input.
I'm going to take Windblade. She's in the middle row. Right there. I'm going to put her in A.
Okay, Bill.
Let's see here. Might as well just grab a Sentinel, one of the Sentinels. I don't care which one. Just grab one. Not the one with clear plastic, and put him into, I'm going to say S. I love the color. I have this thing for orange, orange on Transformers, like Scoop. I couldn't get enough of it. I bought like 2 or 3 Scoops. I love Scoop. So, it's the color alone that gets me. It's the same as Astro Train. But it's the colors that yellows, the silver, the grays, it's all just pops.
I almost bought him when I found Alpha Trion, but I was like, wow, he looks exactly like a recolored Alpha or Astro Train. So I was like, and then I find like $20 less, brand new in package Alpha Trion at that Pennsylvania hobby shop, and I'm like, okay, Alpha Trion has at least a unique creature, like the lion mode. So that's what got me to buy him instead of him. Now,
I always regretted not picking him up, but it's the colors just pop. That reds, the oranges, the silver, the grays pop.
Sam.
I'll go ahead and do. I don't remember what his name was, but Squeeze Play. He's a bottom row, second one on the left there. I forget what they call him in return, but is supposed to be Squeeze Play. I'm gonna put him in F because
Crash Bash.
Crash Bash. Yeah.
He was just one of those like cheap, quick cash grab type things. He was based off of the Clobber / Grimlock Titan Master. So he just turned into something that didn't look anything like his alt mode at all. And the only resemblance he has is the robot face there. And just huge disappointment, huge waste of time, in my opinion.
And what?
Let's see. Just going through what we got left. I'm gonna take. You know what? I'm gonna take Overlord, and I'm gonna put that figure in S as well.
He's a good figure.
If you go, what's crazy is if you go back and you watch the reveal at the Comic-Con, the entire audience just gasp. Just
like grasp the pearls gasp or like
yeah, like it's like an excited like holy crap, we can't believe what we're seeing kind of gasp. Like the entire audience at the same time.
I remember they teased him at BotCon. They gave us like a quick little silhouette shot of him of the vehicle modes. During the design team panel, everybody got really amped for it.
And then they pulled it away and they gave you Black Shadow.
Psych.
Dick move, Hasbro. Dick move.
Psych. We're doing victory first, guys. So you know.
No, because I got Overlord brand new in box from Hasbro Pulse. They sent it to me. And when I pulled it out of the box, I was like, hey, one of the back wings is missing because when it's transformed, it's on the feet. And it's to the back of the jet, I guess. And I called them up and said, hey, can you guys send me the missing wing? And they're like, oh, we don't keep parts here. And I'm like, what? You guys make this stuff. Why don't you keep parts? And they're like, well, what we can do is send you something equal or lesser value. So they sent me Sky Shadow, and that's how I got Sky Shadow. I should have taken the wings off and then given Moose, because I gave Moose Sky Shadow, but I was like, the wings colors didn't match. And I've been trying to convince somebody to 3D print me new wings for his back end. I just need a matching set of wings.
There you go. I hope you get them. I hope you do.
I'm never going to get them. Nobody wants to print them. Okay, Bill.
Let's go ahead and grab Megatron, second row, third one in. Megatron, yep. Titans Return Megatron. Go ahead and stick him into S.
He's a Blitzwing remold, isn't he?
I know, but man, oh man.
Remold.
He recolor.
Yeah.
He pulls it off so well. He does. It fits him so well. Blitzwing is the better use of the mode, obviously, but that Megatron, I like the colors. I like how all three. He looks in all three modes. No English, and he's great. I love the cannon on there. Yeah, it all works so well.
See, honestly, he's got. Look, and let's give credit where credit's due. That Megatron came with the coolest name for any Decepticon, Doom Shot.
Yes, Doom Shot.
Great name. What a name.
You need to recycle that for some new character.
I hope so. I
hope so.
If they do, I hope he's big and beefy and just a wrecking ball of a bot.
Absolutely.
Because I was going to make a comment about the under the wing kibble, but now that I have the new Blitzwing, they did the same thing in this series too. They're still under the wing kibble.
Yeah, except that this one does it a little bit better than the Legacy one. And like I was saying, at least on the Titans Return version, the tank is the correct way with the thrusters facing front rather than having this big canopy sticking out in the front where it shouldn't be, because the original toy, the Diaclone toy, and the Generation 1 toy, even the instructions said to point the thrusters as the front of the tank, and everybody, because of the cartoon, like idiots, all, and then keeps the cockpit out front. Never mind. Sorry. Go on.
Sam.
Right. I'm going to go with the other Optimus Prime, the Octane pre-tool. I'm going to put him in C because, this was like a really obvious case of them holding out on the toy that everybody wants. Like, they designed this toy to obviously look like Laser Optimus Prime, and that they knew people were expecting like that deco, right? The Laser Optimus Prime look.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, we want to release that in a box set, so you get this one for now.
Yeah.
So you get like G2 Prime and G1 Prime's colors. Again, the toy's solid, but I feel he's such a letdown compared to what we eventually got. And he was such a just waste of, a Voyager price point that, I'm hitting with a C.
Input.
All right, let's see. Oh, Perceptor. S.
Wait, Perception. Oh, that's right. He was in Titans Return, wasn't he? I
Yeah,
forgot.
middle, top towards the middle. Keep going, right there.
I wanted him, but I'm okay with the new one. But at least you see that Perceptor. I think the telescope actually worked, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah. You could like zoom it in and out or whatever. Like you can rotate it in and out. Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
almost
couldn't look. You couldn't look through it. It wouldn't magnify anything. I don't think so.
I recently saw somebody took the scope off of the Titans Return version and switched it with the Studio Series. It didn't look too bad. Of course, he had to mod it, but it didn't look too bad.
Yeah, you can. It does work actually. You can look through it. It does. I mean, everything kind of looks like a blurry mess, but I mean, it does work. It does rotate. It does zoom in and out. Yeah, It works 100%.
Okay, so we're about an hour and a half in, so we're going to start speed rounding it. So unless you have an objection, let's not go into details. Just pick your figure, tell me where it goes, and we'll try to get this done in some short order.
Okay,
Bill,
real quick,
figure and letter.
Real quick, how many objections do I have left?
You haven't used any, have you? No, you haven't.
I don't know.
Oh,
Okay.
well, yeah. So Bill has 2, Salmon and Put will have 3.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Stripes. Let's go ahead and grab Stripes and put him into F.
Gotta find him.
Middle
of the second row.
Yep. F.
Okay.
It's the first time I ever put a toy in F too.
Sam.
All right. I'm going to take Hot Rod. It's the 4th one on the top row. I'll put him in A.
Good.
Pretty good.
I agree.
Okay. And Put.
Can I use one of my objections real quick?
Yes.
I want to take Chase or Roadburn out of F and put him in A.
What?
Okay, so they'll end up at C. Give me 1 sec.
Okay.
You're down to 2.
Yeah, Raz hated the mold, so that's why it's there.
I figured somebody hated it because they were both
Because he legit said, "I'm going to do things that upset Input."
Hey, it didn't upset me, but hey, Raz, you failed. I am not angry. Just disappointed. Anyway, let's see. I will take Brainstorm and put Brainstorm in A.
It's a good mold. Bill.
Let's go ahead and grab Skull Cruncher and put him into A.
Oh,
Second row, first one. Yep. Put him into A.
Okay. Sam.
I'll take the other Brainstorm. It's the very last one. That's a convention exclusive one. I'll put him in B. Good toy, but he's like kind of halfway between G1 and IDW.
Okay. And Put.
Let's take Scourge, bottom left, and put him in S.
Alrighty.
I want to use. I got 2 left, so I'm going to use one and put Scourge into B.
Okay, give me one. This. Where do we put him? Okay, and B. So he's end up in A.
Yeah,
So give me 1 sec. You're down to 1, Bill.
Down to 1. I'll use it in the after round. Yeah, I did.
Okay. So go ahead. Oh, it was supposed to be Bill next, right?
Yeah, Bill.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. Let's take. Oh, who's that in the first row right there? Who is that? That's
Six shot.
Six shot.
It's a shot.
Yeah, it's so tiny I can barely see it, but put him in S. Put him in S.
Just for the submarine monoload.
Yes. No,
Sam.
actually, he's a fair representation of his G1 toy. I mean, so yeah.
All right. I'll take the Deluxe Repugnus and put him in A. Good, but not as good as the other guy.
Okay, Input.
Highbrow. I put Highbrow in A.
Oh wait, where is he at?
You just right there, top.
Oh,
There you go. Yep, that's highbrow.
Literally had my cursor on him.
My only problem with him is those rotors like to break too easy.
I haven't had that problem, but Bill, your turn.
Let's take Laserbeak, put him in F. Right there, yep.
So disappointed in Bill's choices. Sam.
All right. I'll take Double Cross / Twinferno. I'll put him in C.
Okay. Input.
I'll take Braun and put him in F. Top row towards the last. Keep going to your
There
right.
he is. Okay. Bill.
Let's go ahead and grab let's see, Cloud Raker and put that one into B.
Okay. Sam.
I'll take Sawback, the yellow lion guy. Yeah, I'll put him in A. Like Sawback.
Okay. Input.
Let's take what do we got? We got I'll take Rumble. And I'll put him in A.
Rumble is red.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
I thought he was purple.
I was like, Rodimus Primal kept trying to determine or try to sway me to go with his side where Rumble is blue, and I'm like, no.
Real quick,
arbitrary.
Well, real quick, Rodimus Primal also made the video where he states that Rumble is red most of the time throughout Transformers history, which would mean Rumble is red. So
Yeah. Anyway, Bill.
Let's take Fastlane and put him right next to his clone brother, right there. Yep, there you go.
Sam.
I'm going to take Horrible all the way on the end of the first row, and he's an F. It doesn't even remotely resemble Horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Input.
let's take Quake. Put Quake up in the A.
Okay. Bill.
What was Skullgrin's recolor there? Forget his name. Come on, guys, help me out. I forget his name. Go ahead and put that one.
Croc.
Croc, that's right.
Croc.
Put him into B.
Okay. Sam.
All right. I'll take Cerebro. And I'll put him in, I'll put him in A. He's pretty solid.
Okay. Input.
I will take. Well, I'll take Clobber and put Clobber far right. Last one. I'll put Clobber into B.
Bill.
See here. Forget what his name is. It's
This is
Flintlock?
Ape-Face.
No, not Flintlock. I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember his name. It's second one from the right. Yeah, hit
Pounce and Wingspan. They're Decepticon clones.
second one from the right. That's from the left.
Oh,
Skytread.
Yeah, Skytread. Okay, yeah. Let's go ahead and pop him into B because I actually liked that.
At least you got the alt modes right.
he's a tank and a tank and a plane, which is very nice.
Exactly.
Sam.
All right. I'm going to go with the Little Fangry, and I'll put him in B. He's one of my favorite ones.
Okay. Input.
I'll take Siren on the far right. I think what do they call him? Loudmouth in this one.
Yep.
Yeah. The last one, I'll put him in B as well.
Yep. Loudmouth.
And follow him up with Ape Face and put him into B as well.
Okay, Sam.
All right. I'll take the exclusive Sentinel, and where do we put the regular one? A or S?
I think A.
S.
I'll put him up with S too.
Oh, S,
He's
S,
just
yeah.
as good. He's just got a really cool color scheme.
I should have remembered that since I'm the one who put him in S.
Alrighty. Input.
I'll take Pounce and put Pounce in the A.
I'll follow it up with Wingspan right behind him.
Okay. Sam.
I'll do the what do they call him? Emissary / Spike, the little headmaster there for sure, bro. I'll put him in A. I always like that head sculpt. That's actually the one thing I think the retail Fort Max does better than the exclusive. I prefer
You're
that
right.
sculpt over the Japanese one.
You're right.
And I guess I'll take Overkill. And
Since he ain't got much choice.
yeah, I'll put him in A.
Okay, so let me zoom out here. Oh, I got to zoom out one more time. Wow. Good luck trying to see them now. Okay. So starting with Bill, which one would you like to use a objection to?
Honestly, they're all pretty much exactly where I think they should go. I don't really have.
I mean,
No,
you can pass. It's fine. You can be happy with it for once.
yeah, I think I'm happy with it.
Sam?
I don't think I need all three. The RC definitely needs to be much higher for me. That's one of my favorite RC figures, so I would put her for S personally.
I'd agree with that.
Very good retool of Blur.
Oh, you guys.
I agree with that.
Oh,
I
you
100%
guys,
agree with
come
that.
on now. You know it was crap.
No, dude,
love that
it was a
toy.
really awesome figure. It really was.
Like, it's not
Yeah,
G1
the Toys R Us exclusive comes with a Magnus head.
Oh,
yeah, because of
really?
the Ultra
I
Magnus
did not
head. It
know
comes
that.
with Daniel as a headmaster. Like,
Yeah.
that was just a grail of a toy.
So my objection would be Blaster. I'm gonna put Blaster in S. He's in C right now.
Yeah, I'd put him higher too.
Yeah, that's such a really good update.
Okay, Bill, now that you've seen their choices, do you want to try something?
No, he passed. He gave it. He
I-
gave up. He gave up the gooch right there.
No. Now I may change my mind. No, I'm not going to change my mind. I'm pretty happy with it where everything is at, actually.
Okay, cool. With that said, we're going to let me clear out this thing here I'm working on. We're going to let the panelists introduce themselves, but before I do that, just a reminder that on Saturday, September 10th at 6 p.m. Eastern on the TF Reviewers channel will be the G1 8889, which is a lot of pretenders. It will be with Raz, TFA, Input, and Ultra Marcus. So you want to go to the TF Reviewers channel, subscribe, and sign up for the notification so you can watch that episode.
That was a lot of fun to watch, the first one. That was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah. So, Bill, go ahead and tell people how they can find you on the interwebs.
Well, I am Shinobi Biru, although as you can find me on Facebook or Ninja Bill from Ninja Bill Reviews. You can find me on YouTube via that, and you can also find me in T-Formers as Shinobi Biru, and that's about it.
Okay, Input.
You guys know me. I am the N-PUT, and you guys can find me on YouTube and the Input Reviews and Customs channel where I do custom action figures and have my weekly podcast, Tales from Teletran, every Friday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And you guys can find me on my second YouTube channel where I do all of my stop motions. That's N-Put 2.0. One word, spell it all out with 2.0 behind it. And Transformers Yellow Jacket has officially started and is underway, so go check that out. If you want to see characters that are not your stereotypical Megatron, Optimus Prime, oh, we're fighting a war, guys, kind of story, go check out Yellow Jacket.
Okay, go ahead, Sam.
All right, so I go by TF Collector on YouTube, doing mostly toy reviews, sometimes discussions. You can also find me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, at some variation of TF Collector, TFMR Collector. You can also find me on the main Transformer sites, or like the US-based ones anyway, as Lore Keeper.
Okay. Wow, it's a sudden stop. It's very jarring.
I just don't know what else to say.
Okay.
Go to my channel and watch it.
Go to social media. Like and subscribe to everything multiple times.
The buttons.
Send them like 30 notifications. Okay. So and again, I'm Anthony from HNE Toys, HNE Games, HNE Tech. You can find all those channels here on YouTube, as well as at HASLEGNET on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. And I would like to thank you all for watching. Please check out the Transformers Reviewers URL in this video's description to find all of their channels and social media. For the panelists, do not forget to post your tier list in the comments. Also, remember to like and subscribe to everything multiple times. It's like voting. You go in and do it multiple times.
Julie, do the thing.
And the country never says anything about it. You never go to jail. Bye, everybody.
Later, folks. Okay.
Bye.